wanted to go all out promoting women's basketball, bring new fans in, and get unprecedented.
That reaction you just saw, that's not just someone being disappointed. That is genuine, pure disbelief. Here's why. USA Basketball just put out their promotional stuff for the December training camp. And somehow, the single biggest name in women's basketball is completely missing from the graphic. She's not hidden in the back. She's not in tiny font. She's just not there. We're talking about the player who by herself made WNBA viewership shoot up by 400% in just a rookie season. The player whose jersey outsold every single other athlete in women's sports. All of them combined. And USA Basketball's choice for the promotional graphic was to feature Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, and Kalia Copper instead. Christine Brennan, who has covered Olympic basketball since 1984, was the one who broke this story at midnight on a Friday, and her reaction alone tells you everything you need to know about how huge this mistake really is. And she kept going, explaining the context that makes this whole thing look even worse. The women's basketball team at the Paris Olympics had a massive drop in viewership compared to what they're used to. Brennan reported that the TV ratings just fell off a cliff, mainly because casual sports fans had no real reason to watch. Sure, the hardcore basketball fans were there, but that much bigger audience, the one that drives the advertising dollars and the media coverage, they just didn't tune in. Now, compare that to what just happened during Caitlin Clark's first season in the WNBA. The Indiana Fever games were averaging 1.2 million viewers on cable. The games she played in were pulling crowds that women's basketball hasn't seen in more than 2 decades. Arenas that are normally half empty were completely sold out weeks before the game even happened. USA Basketball had the perfect blueprint sitting right in front of them. They saw the whole WNBA season. They saw the numbers. They saw the merchandise flying off the shelves. They saw international media outlets sending reporters over specifically to cover one single player. And their reaction to all of that data was to leave her off their promotional graphic. Now you have to listen closely to what Brennan says here about covering the gold medal games. She talks about standing in the press tribune, which is the special media area at the Olympics. And she literally uses the word tumbleweeds to describe how many people were there for a gold medal game for what is the most dominant team in the history of Olympic basketball. I mean, the U.S. women's basketball team has not lost a game at the Olympics since 1992. They've racked up 7 straight gold medals. You can make a real argument that they're the most successful team in any Olympic sport, men's or women's. And yet, journalists whose job it is to cover basketball are choosing to skip their games because the audience just isn't there to make the coverage worthwhile. Bob Ryan, one of the most respected basketball writers in America, was talking with Brennan about this exact issue at the 2012 London Olympics. That was 12 years ago, so this problem isn't new. What is new is that women's basketball finally had a solution fall right into its lap, and USA Basketball is looking right at it and actively choosing not to use it.